I potentially could have, problems in my life. So it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn. Everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn it.
It's been over 10 years since Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez's relationship first dominated the spotlight. Even now, people can't seem to move on. Their love wasn't just another Hollywood romance. It became a global obsession. Fans even created a name for them, Jelena. And from then on, every detail of their lives was watched, picked apart, and turned into headlines. What started as sweet young love quickly grew into one of Hollywood's most intense and unforgettable stories, a saga that still lingers today. From the outside, their romance seemed like a dream. Justin was the young superstar taking over the music world, and Selena was the beloved Disney graduate, stepping into the global vein. Together, they were idolized, envied, and endlessly followed by paparazzi eager to snap every hug, kiss, or simple outing. But those glossy photos hid a darker reality filled with jealousy, insecurity, and pressures that no young couple could handle without damage. The problems appeared early on. Stories of Justin's late-night partying, the constant pull of fame, and talk of unfaithfulness started making waves. Meanwhile, Selena was fighting her own struggles, often left crying in private, caught between her deep love for Justin and the heartbreak it brought. Friends revealed that their relationship ran in cycles. Intense passion that felt unshakable, followed by explosive fights that left emotional wounds, often played out in front of the world. Still, no matter how many times they split, they always found their way back to each other until the final breakup. When that moment came, everyone expected silence, closure, and the end of an era. But instead, that's when the real storm began. Justin surprised fans by moving on quickly, and his sudden romance with Hailey Baldwin turned into marriage almost overnight. For many Jelena supporters, it felt like betrayal. They believed Justin's heart was still with Selena, and Hailey was instantly compared to her at every turn. Selena, meanwhile, was thrown into non-stop speculation, heartbreak, and media pressure. She channeled her pain into her music. Her songs became deeply personal, filled with raw emotions that millions connected to. Lyrics about betrayal, scars, and strength rising from heartbreak were seen as messages aimed straight at Justin. Every song, every music video, and every emotional note brought the Jelena story back into the spotlight. At the same time, Justin tried to prove to the world that he had changed, that his love for Hailey was real, and that his marriage was something he was fully committed to. But Justin's own admissions about his past only fueled the belief that Selena was the wound he never fully recovered from. Fans couldn't let go either. Social media turned into a war zone, where every vague post, hidden lyric, or small gesture was treated like proof. Was Justin still holding on to Selena? Did Selena still have feelings for him? Did Hailey feel overshadowed by a love story that refused to fade? Millions of fans turned into detectives, tracking timelines, dissecting lyrics, and refusing to let the past stay buried. What makes this story so unforgettable is how human it feels. Beneath the fame, the spotlight, and the constant cameras, Justin and Selena were simply two young people trying to love each other under pressures no one could survive untouched. The jealousy, the heartbreak, the late-night tears, the broken promises, it was all too real. These are struggles many people go through, but rarely under the eyes of the entire world. Their pain was turned into entertainment. Their heartbreak became front-page news. Their lives became a never-ending show the world refused to stop watching. Even after all these years, the fascination hasn't disappeared. Justin has been open about his battles with mental health, the heavy side of fame, and the regrets that still weigh on him. Selena, meanwhile, has focused on healing, teaching her fans that choosing yourself is the greatest form of strength. And yet, no matter how far their paths have drifted, their names are still linked. Say Justin's name, and Selena's comes up right after. Mention Selena, and Justin is never far behind. That's the power of a story that feels unfinished. And the truth is, the world doesn't really want it to end. Fans simply can't let go of Jelena. They thrive on the drama, the mystery, and the hope that maybe there's still more to the story, while the spotlight has shifted to new celebrities, scandals, and romances. Justin and Selena remain locked in time, their history louder than ever. For millions, Jelena wasn't just another Hollywood couple. It was their love story, too, reflecting their own heartbreaks and dreams. Letting go of Justin and Selena feels like letting go of a piece of themselves, and the obsession isn't fading. Each time Justin shares an emotional post about his struggles, fans immediately question if Selena is still on his mind. Each time Selena drops a new song, the internet bursts into theories, breaking down every lyric for hidden messages. The obsession has grown so intense that even Hailey Bieber has spoken out, asking fans to respect her marriage without constant comparisons. But those requests rarely change anything. Too many, Hailey will always be the after, while Selena remains the what if. What makes it worse is how the media keeps feeding the cycle. Headlines are written with words like confession, heartbreak, and shade, designed to spark reactions and keep the drama alive. Talk shows, gossip sites, and social media all profit from the tension between Justin's past and present, pulling Selena into narratives she may not want to revisit. In a way, the media has turned Jelena into a ghost that follows them everywhere, no matter how much they try to move forward. At the heart of this endless story lies a simple truth. People can't resist a love that feels unfinished. The idea that two people who once loved each other so deeply might still hold unresolved feelings is what keeps fans hooked. It's why they rewatch old interviews, replay duets, and share throwback clips across TikTok and YouTube. At this point, it's bigger than Justin and Selena. It's about the fantasy of a love so strong and complicated that it refuses to fade. For fans, that fantasy feels more satisfying than any final closure could ever be. But the irony is hard to ignore. While the world clings to Jelena, both Justin and Selena have been working to heal. Justin has spoken about redemption, faith, and building a healthier, more stable life. Selena has focused on self-love, mental health awareness, and the importance of moving forward. Yet, no matter how much progress they make, the shadow of their past relationship lingers. A constant reminder that sometimes the world decides your story isn't over, even when you want it to be. This story hit hard. If it reminded you of Jelena's highs and lows, don't just watch. Join the conversation. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the world will ever get closure, or will this saga keep living on? Your opinion matters, and I want to hear it. If this video left you stunned, if it made your heart race and took you back to those unforgettable Jelena moments, then hit that like button right now. One click shows me you want more stories, more truth, and more raw emotion. And don't forget to share this video with friends, family, or anyone who still remembers what it was like to live through the Jelena era. Because even if the world moves forward, this story will always return, and we'll be here to relive every moment together. Even after all these years, the Jelena story refuses to disappear. A single old clip, a forgotten paparazzi shot, or even a lyric sung on stage can bring the internet to a standstill. Fans dive into the past, searching for hidden meanings, convinced that somewhere between the lines, Justin and Selena are still speaking to each other. Justin's journey has been anything but simple. He's now married, trying to show the world that his future is secure with Hailey. But every time he shares a vulnerable message about pain, faith, or growth, millions of people ask the same question. Is Selena still on his mind? For Hailey, this shadow is a constant presence. No matter what she does, people compare her to the woman who came before her, as if her marriage is always being measured against a history she never lived through. Selena, meanwhile, has been writing her own powerful chapter. She's turned heartbreak into strength, becoming a voice for mental health and self-love. Her music, her acting, and even her business ventures prove that she's more than just half of an old love story. And yet, no matter how high she rises, the name Justin follows her like an echo. For fans, every lyric she sings is a clue. Every interview a possible confession, every appearance another reminder of what once was. What makes this saga so gripping is how personal it feels to everyone watching. Fans don't just see Justin and Selena, they see themselves. They see their own heartbreaks, the relationships that slipped away, and the what-ifs that still linger in their hearts. Jelena became more than a couple. It became a mirror of real life, where love isn't always enough, where timing can break even the strongest connection. The media knows this obsession well, and they continue to feed it. Headlines with words like secret message, emotional confession, and hidden meaning keep the story alive. Talk shows speculate. TikTok creators break down every glance, every lyric, and every post. YouTube is flooded with fan edits that bring the old days back to life. For the world, Jelena isn't history. It's an ongoing mystery. And maybe that's why it will never truly end. Because at the heart of it all, people aren't ready for closure. They don't want this story will continue to live, not just in the headlines, but in the hearts of millions who don't want a neat ending. They want the fantasy of unfinished love, the belief that some connections are too strong to fade completely. And as long as that hope exists, Justin and Selena